Hi, Benson Elementary. I'm Miss Grant, one of your school board members, and Biscuit and I are going to read you a story today. The Giraffe, the Sun, and the Apricot Tree by Sherry Storrs. The savannah is a very special place where the temperature is warm all year long and the rainfall is sometimes so low it's hard for many plants to grow. For many moons, even before you and me, the giraffes lived in special places like the savannah. They enjoyed the bountiful food from the grasses that grew. The giraffes that lived back then had very short necks, much like those of the deer and antelope. The long necks of the giraffe as we know them today did not exist. There was no need because there was plenty of grass indeed. Besides, such long necks would look just plain silly on any beast, don't you think? One morning, a little giraffe slept in far too late for his morning breakfast. When he reached the middle of the savannah, all the blades of grass had already been chewed. Animals from near and far had already taken more than their share, leaving the little giraffe just standing there with quite a blank stare. "Hey," he shouted, "no fair! No one shared." All the animals from near and far looked past the little giraffe as they giggled and laughed. The little giraffe looked to his left and looked to his right. There was no blade of grass anywhere in sight. He walked further and further into the savannah. He walked through the heat of the day. He was so hungry there was no time to delay. With no grass in sight, he looked at the trees, but the little giraffe could barely touch one single leaf. Now the sun had been watching all this in plain sight, and with all he'd seen, he knew it was not right. He saw how the animals near and far were selfish and unwilling to share what was so bountiful there. These creatures were careless and wasteful, and the grass had gone bare. Likewise, the sun saw the little giraffe going from tree to tree, stretching his neck ever so gently to each passing leaf. Having no luck at all, he was filled with grief. The sun said to himself, Now, this is not fair. There was plenty of food down there to share. Since I am the sun and in charge of making things grow, I'm going to help this poor little fellow." He shined down upon a small apricot tree. The sun made its fruit sparkle brightly for the little giraffe to see. "Oh my," said the little giraffe who spotted the tree, "I think it's calling out just for me." He galloped and galloped as fast as his little legs could carry him. He galloped until the view of the others grew dim. When he reached the base of the apricot tree, he cried out, "Please, please, this apricot is for me, but I'm still too short, as you can see." All the other animals from near and far pushed and shoved so selfishly. The little giraffe was so sad, you see, because he was still the shortest one under the tree. Looking down in worry, the sun decided to show favor to ensure the taste of the fruit the little giraffe could savor. Remember, the sun is the one that can make things grow. The sun shined his warm sunny rays down upon him, and his neck felt warmer and warmer, and it grew longer and longer until his lips touched the tasty fruit. The sparkly apricot was finally within reach, and it was just for him, not any other beast. When the little giraffe realized what the sun had done, he looked up and shouted, "Thank you, Mr. Sun, for saving me the very best one." Now you know why the giraffe's necks are so long. Surely this little story can't be wrong. Shh. Honestly, this little tale is as long as a giraffe's neck might be because it doesn't answer the question very scientifically. So for now, let's just keep it between you and me. The moral of the story, if you keep looking up, I'm here to say, good things can come your way today. The end. In these times, you can't be with your friends, but you can find ways to be happy. Keep looking up, stay safe, and read, read, read.